right, let's just find a nice, comfortable seat. Start to breathe. Notice that just by pulling the breath down a little deeper than where the thoughts sit in the head, down into the heart space, start to feel this fullness, this love. It's always sitting right there. Don't get stuck there in the thought realm. You can access this place of peace. Letting each breath be a cleansing new slate. Allowing yourself to expand and contract, just like everything here does. Deciding to just pay a little more attention, not the kind of attention your mind likes to analyze with. It's kind of removed, conscientious observer, is overseeing it all. Quiet observer. See if you can keep connection with that by way of your breath for the next 40 some minutes or so. All right, hug your knees into your chest and start to move a little bit. And then let your left leg go long as you hug that right knee into the right armpit. Maybe rolling out your right ankle a little bit here. Turn the sole of the foot up towards the sky and grab the outside edge of your foot like half happy baby. Keep your chin slightly tucked, shoulders relaxed, expanding and contracting with the universe. From that heart space, from that conscientious observer. And then bring that knee across the body to the left hand. Find a little spinal twist. Breathing all the way down into that tension in the low back. And seeing if your exhale can help it to soften. Come back to center, hug your knees in, hug your forehead in, squeeze everything in tight. And then let the right leg go long, kicking out through the right heel, hug the elbows in, maybe circling that left ankle. Keep kicking through the right heel as you find that half happy baby, tucking the chin a little bit, softening through the shoulders and the neck. And then bringing it across for that little spinal twist. Come back to center, hug everything in, and then we'll start to rock forward and back. Eventually rocking up to a seat. Crossing the legs, actually bringing the soles of the feet together. I'm trying to draw the knees down towards the earth. We lengthen through the crown, maybe starting to hinge forward just a bit. I just remembered that these Zoom classes are recorded and go on YouTube. I'll have to do a little editing on this one. Use your hands to bring your knees together, placing your feet flat on the ground. Now hug your eyes in to touch your knees and squeeze everything in tight. Lower your hands back behind you, fingers pointing towards you as you inhale, lift everything up. Press down through all parts of the feet, all parts of the hands. One more breath. And slowly come back down. We're just going to roll onto the hands and knees and find that nice tabletop, lengthening through the spine and the back of the neck. We're going to lift the right foot and the left hand up and find as much length as we can. Take one more inhale. Exhale as you round your spine. Bring your knee all the way to touch your nose, maybe grabbing the back of your head to pull it in a little more. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Take your time. Exhale, we round. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, we round. One more time. Come back to hands and knees. We're going to take big, slow circles with the hips. If this doesn't feel good on your knees, maybe you just take big barrel rolls with the rib cage and switch directions. Come back to stillness, lifting the left leg and the right hand now, finding all the length on the inhale. Take one more breath here. Next exhale, we'll round the knee to the nose. Last one. Come back to hands and knees, curl the toes under. And then slowly walk the hands forward, keeping your hips stacked over the knees. Lower the forehead to the ground. And you can tuck or untuck the toes, whatever feels good. Maybe you even roll out the ankles a little more. Maybe you lift those wrists up and sink in a little deeper for the last two breaths. Then slowly come back up to your hands and your knees. Curl the toes, lift the knees a couple inches, let your head hang, shake it out a little bit, and really slowly, mindfully, press your way up to downward facing dog, finding length in the spine with the knees deeply bent, and then maybe sinking into the heels or one heel at a time. Slowly tiptoe your feet forward to meet your hands. Iron up the core at the top. Inhale to lift up halfway. And exhale to fold. Let's do that 3 more times. The inhale lifts us halfway and lengthens the spine like somebody's gently pulling our head forward. Exhale, we soften into it, letting the head hang, maybe even shaking it out. 2 more times, really mindfully. Find all the length on the inhale. And all the softness on the exhale, drawing the belly in and up so you can fold a little deeper. One more time. Now slowly round up, arms and head heavy. Unless there's a different way you like to come up for your back. Inhale, arms up, grab the right wrist, step the right foot behind, reach it up and over. Soften the shoulders, soften the face. Slowly come back up, grab the left wrist, step the left foot behind. Come back to center, bring your hands together and lower them down to your heart. And then lower your hands down by your sides. Press into the feet, inhale, arms rise up. Press the hands together, lift. Exhale, lengthen forward. Empty all the air, fold a little deeper. Inhale, lifts you halfway up. Exhale, step the right foot back, lower the right knee down. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, lower right back down, step back to plank. And lower knees, chest, chin, baby cobra, until you're ready for chaturanga. Meeting back in downward facing dog. Settle in here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, lift the right foot high. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose, step it through, step the left foot through 2. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Inhale, rise up, pressing into the feet. Keep pressing into the feet as you hinge at the hips and dive in. Empty all the way. Inhale, lift up halfway. Step the left foot back. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, step back to plank. Lower through chaturanga or just lift up, downward facing dog. Settling in there for a couple breaths. Inhale, lift the left foot high, come up on the toes. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Right foot steps through 2. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees a lot, and then sweep the arms forward and up and sit into the chair. Drop a little weight into the heels. Then bring the hands to the heart and turn and twist to the right. Sit in the chair a little deeper. Belly draws in a little more. Try to keep drawing that left hip back to keep your knees in line. Then slowly step the left foot back. Press the lunge with a twist. Press the right knee forward as the left heel draws back. Feel your spine starting to twist open. Slowly lower the left knee down. Untuck the toes and feel the stretch deepen a little bit as you press the right knee forward a little more. Breathing into that hip flexor. And now slowly come up to center. Keep the palms together, lift up. Keep pressing the right knee forward as you sink in a little bit more. And then lower your right hand down to your left thigh. As you sink in one more time to that right knee and reach the left hand up. Soften through the shoulders. Lower your hands down, draw the toes back like half splits. Take one full breath here. Curl the left toes under, lift the hips up and back. And then shoot the right foot up and back, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hips, let the head stay heavy. And come back, downward facing dog. Shift your gaze up between your hands, bend your knees and walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Sink into your heels, keep the knees bent, reach forward and up, sit in the chair. Belly in, gaze is soft. Find that conscientious observer as you allow your body to expand and contract really patiently. Bring your hands to your heart. Stay seated deep in the chair as you turn and twist to the left. Twist your heart towards your thumbs as you level out the knees by leveling out the hips. Soften through the traps, the jaw, the shoulders. Feel your spine starting to open. Slowly step the right foot back. Find that crescent lunge with the twist. Finding more length will help with balance as you press the left knee forward and the right heel back. See if you can feel the length from the heel all the way up to the crown. See if you can let this exhale help you soften the shoulders out of the ears. Slowly lower the right knee, untuck the toes. Press the left knee forward, sinking in here. Try to feel this equally in your back and that right hip flexor by twisting just enough to make that even. Come to center, reach the hands up. Keep pressing the left knee forward as you sink in. Drop the left hand to the right thigh. One more time, left knee presses forward, right hand reaches up. Shoulders soften down. Lower your hands to frame the foot. Draw the toes back for half splits and take 2 breaths here. Curl the right toes under, lift the hips up and back. And then shoot the left foot up and back, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hips, shake the head a little bit. And come back, downward facing dog. Walk your feet in about a foot closer to your hands. And reach the left hand back for the back of that right calf or ankle. You can come up on your right fingertips if you need to. Let your head stay heavy though. Let your shoulders keep softening. Draw your belly in and up. Maybe you start to gaze under the right armpit and find a little bit of a twist here, like you're pulling yourself through. And release that left hand down, reach the right hand back. Relax your head and your neck. Release the right hand down. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come all the way up. Find a little backward bend at the top. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Let's spread our feet as wide as our hips. Keep the arms the same distance apart too. Relax your shoulders, squeeze your fingers together. Keep your knees right where they're at. Don't let them move. Just stick your booty back behind until your thighs are parallel to the ground. Pull your belly in. So you can look down for a second if you want to make sure you have that same distance between your hands, your knees, and your feet, and to see if the knees are in the same line as the hips, so your thighs are parallel to the ground. But then look forward so your chin can be parallel to the ground. 2, imagine shooting energy out to your fingertips. Belly is in, upper body's trying to draw back a little bit. Face and shoulders are softening, finding that conscientious observer. So we're moving past that part that's going, I really feel this is hard, to that other spot that's just observing this without the sensation. Slowly come up. Spiritually bypassing the pain. Come up on the tiptoes and roll forward into your knees, keeping them the same distance between your hands and your feet. If you can, again, thighs will get parallel to the ground and you'll come up even higher on the toes. Pull the belly in, draw your upper body back. Find your breath, find your balance. Slowly come back up. Lower the heels. Roll the knees together. Lengthen the tailbone. Imagine you have a tail and you're trying to drop it down. Not tucking it under, just dropping it to find that length. And then slowly sliding down the imaginary wall. Letting the heels come off the ground if they want to. Keep squeezing the knees together. Come down to your hips. You're just a couple inches away from your heels. And if you feel stable here and want to bounce, go right ahead. And then slowly come back up. Step your feet together. Bring your hands by your sides. Close your eyes. If you get stuck in that thought realm, follow your breath deep into the heart space. Fill it up. Just starting to create those neural pathways, letting ourselves know that no matter how scary things get in our head, there's always this place of peace and love just beyond the thoughts. If we can use the breath to clear the thoughts, then it's always available to us. Inhale the arms up, squeeze the palms together and lift high. Exhale, swan dive, lengthen forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, walk your hands forward because I think we're kind of in the middle right now. Find your plank. And find a nice long line of energy. Find your strength here. Now lift your right foot up, pointing back to the right toes, and then bring your right knee to your right shoulder. Keep rooting into both hands evenly. Maybe you find an arm balance. Maybe you just hold for one more breath. And then we step the right foot outside the right hand and peel the right hand up towards the sky. Rolling that right shoulder back, softening through the shoulders. Lower the left knee. Come on up. Right hand finds left thigh. Sink into the right knee a little more. And then lower the hands down inside that foot. And maybe you start to lower the elbows down onto a block or onto the ground. You can keep the right knee hugging in against the shoulder. Or if you want to let it fall open, just turn your toes out a little bit and allow that foot to rock to the outside edge. Stay with this breath a little longer. Slowly come back up onto the hands, curl the left toes, step the left foot forward to that deep yogic squat. Lower the sit bones down, bring the hands to the heart and pry the knees open with the elbows. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Lower the hands, lift the hips, slowly roll up, pressing through the feet. Inhale, arms up, find a little backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, rocket forward into plank. Find your strength. Lift the left foot, reach back through the toes, then bring the left knee to the left armpit. Arms stay straight and strong. Slowly step it outside that left hand. Peel the left hand up, gaze up, open the heart. Lower the right knee down, lift the upper body. Left hand rests on right thigh. Left knee bends a little more. And then lower both hands inside the foot. Maybe start to lower down to the elbows. Slowly come up onto the hands, curl the right toes under, step forward, find that deep yogic squat. Maybe you want to play with the little arm balance. Maybe you just want to do a vinyasa and meet back in down dog. Maybe you want to skip the vinyasa and just slowly make your way back. Downward facing dog. Slowly walk your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up. Find a backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Inhale, arms up. Make one big fist here, interlacing your fingers, drawing your arms back with your ears, reaching up out of the waist, but softening the shoulders down the back. Step the right foot forward and come down to make a capital letter T, squeezing the head with the arms, reaching back through the toes. Try to level the hips. Being long will help with balance, so reach forward and reach back. Feel the right hip lifting, the left hip lowering to find that balance. Slowly lower the hands as the leg shoots up high like standing splits. And then step the left foot a couple feet behind the right for pyramid pose. Little bend in the knees. If you want to keep your hands on the ground, just stay right here in pyramid pose and pull your head down towards your leg. If you want to come back up to Bring the hands into prayer behind you. Soften that knee, bring your hands to your hips and come on up. See if you can get those hands into prayer behind you. Press down into the feet and hinge out over the hips. Draw the belly in, tuck the chin, draw the forehead down towards the leg. Lower the hands down, keep the left hand down, or maybe place it on a block as the right hand rolls up like revolved triangle. Pressing down through the feet, draw the belly in, lengthen the spine, soften anywhere you can. Slowly lower the right hand down, step the left foot forward, sit into the chair. Press into the feet, stand up, find a little backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Come back to the middle of the mat if you're not already. Inhale, arms up, one big fist, reach up, soften shoulders down, left foot steps forward. Come on down, be long right from the start, from your knuckles out to your toes. Find that level hips, belly in, try to straighten the arms and squeeze the head. Lower the hands, let the legs shoot up as the head falls low. And then step the right foot a couple feet behind like pyramid pose, staying right here if you like, getting settled, or bringing the hands to the hips, softening the knee and coming up to place those hands into prayer behind you. Press it down into the feet as you lengthen out. Belly in, tuck the chin. Lower the hands, keep the right hand down or place it on a block as the left hand rolls up. Inhale, length into your spine. Exhale, softness. Press the feet down, draw the belly in and up. Lower the left hand down, step the right foot forward, sit into the chair. Each exhale, we're going to lower the booty another inch till we come all the way down to the mat. Use your hands if you need to soften the fall. Come up into a boat pose. Lengthen out to a hover. If you have a tricky low back, slide your hands under your booty, palms facing down. We're going to do scissor kicks. Heads on the ground, chin slightly tucked. Lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. Flex both feet. And then switch. Left foot lifts up. Pressing out through the heels. Slowly, with your breath, switching. See if you can relax through the head and neck a little more. Now point the toes and keep it going. Now lengthen out to a hover, squeeze the legs together, and then see if you can separate the legs wide. Bring them back together. Squeeze them together as you point the toes, and then flex the feet and spread them back apart. One more time. Bring them back together, point the toes, flex the feet, bring them back apart. Bring them back together and then hug your knees into your chest. Lower your feet down flat on the ground. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Lift your left foot up. Interlace your fingers behind that left thigh. Lower your head, tuck your chin, soften through the shoulders, and pull that thigh in close. Breathing into that right hip or wherever you feel this the most. Keep your foot crossed, but release your grip to lower the left foot down. Cactus the arms. Drop your lower body to the left so your right foot's flat on the ground. And maybe wiggle that left heel in a little closer to your body. Maybe try to lower the right butt cheek down towards the ground a little bit. Maybe the right knee wants to fall forward just a little bit. Stay with this breath. Now we're going to deepen this twist a little bit. So bring that knee back in a little bit and try to cross it over the left. Maybe your toes wrap all the way around the calf. Gaze over the right hand. Maybe your left hand draws the knee all the way to the ground. Come back to center, hug your knees into your chest. Lower your feet down flat. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Lift the right foot, interlace the fingers, lower the head, tuck the chin, pull that thigh in. Keep the cross, release your hands, lower the foot, cactus the arms, drop the lower body to the right so the left foot's flat. Maybe draw that right heel in a little closer. Maybe lower the left glute down a little bit. Maybe left knee falls open a little bit. Gaze over the left hand. Draw that knee back in a little bit and maybe deepen the twist by wrapping around. Maybe using the right hand to draw the knee down. Stay with this breath. Come back to center, hug your knees in. And then we'll find a happy baby. Maybe you grab your big toes and straighten your legs out wide to the sides. Try to keep your lower vertebrae and booty reaching down to the mat. Chin a little bit tucked. Maybe finding a little movement here. Now bring the soles of the feet together down on the ground. Lift your booty up a little bit to lengthen and tuck the tailbone a little bit, and then lower the booty back down. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly and let your knees fall open. If it feels all right, press your feet together. And again, lift the booty up, find a little more length in the spine, and then keep pressing your feet together as you pry the knees down just a little bit more, but then let that go and soften here. Tuck the chin a little bit. Allowing yourself to expand and contract. Allowing your body to absorb all the benefits of this ancient sacred wisdom. If you need to put your legs out long for our last couple minutes of Shavasana, you can do that. Invite a deeper breath through the nose, all the way down into the toes. Let your body expand in all directions. Bring your feet flat on the floor as wide as your mat. Cactus the arms. And just windshield wiper your knees back and forth a couple times. And then we'll roll onto either side. Taking a moment here. Seeing if we can commit to keeping that contact point with that conscientious observer. Part of us that never feels threatened or attacked. Just kind of overseeing things, keeping the peace. When you're ready, slowly come back up to a seat. Inhale, lift the arms up, squeeze the palms together, lift everything up one last time. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Let the head bow to the wisdom of the heart. Lift the thumbs to the space above the eyebrows. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. May all beings everywhere be free from pain and suffering. May our thoughts and actions in some way contribute to that. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening.